Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. My name's Courtney if this is your first video here. Today's video is a clean with me, and let me tell you, my house needs it. I've just put Evie down for a nap, but I'm going to pop the baby monitor like up somewhere where I can see it as I'm cleaning, and I'm actually going to pop some music into my ears because I find that that's when I clean best. But before we jump into the clean with me, please consider subscribing to this channel if you want to see more content like this. Give the video a thumbs up, it always supports me and my channel and my videos. And let's get into the cleaning portion of this video. Okay guys, I have implemented this new cleaning schedule which I'm supposed to do daily, but I haven't done it for the last week, so I'm going to try and tackle each room one at a time. The first room I'm going to do is the bathroom. This way I can ensure that each room gets cleaned individually and properly, because what I find that I do when I'm cleaning is that I kind of grab a couple of items from one room and I'll take them into another because that's where they belong, and then I see something in that room that needs to be cleaned, and then all of a sudden I'm in that room trying to clean, and then an hour goes by and Evie wakes up and I feel like nothing's been done. The house looks exactly the same because I've cleaned like maybe 10% of each room and it still looks like crap, and I feel like I've wasted my time. So what I'm doing is cleaning one room at a time. That way, if she wakes up halfway through my cleaning schedule, at least I know a few rooms have been cleaned rather than a percentage of each room, if that makes sense. So first I'm tackling the bathroom, and honestly, the bathroom is probably one of my least favorite rooms to clean. I really hate it, mostly because I don't think I was ever shown how to clean a bathroom correctly. No offense to my dad, but he never really showed me how to clean anything. He kind of just did it himself, which hats off to him. He was a single dad and he did it by himself. I honestly don't know how he did it, but anyway, here I am cleaning the shower. I use this scrubber brush with a handle so that I don't have to get my hands all dirty with the product, which I think is amazing. And any product that you see me using here, a couple of them are store-bought, but a lot of them are also supplied by my dad because he owns his own chemical manufacturing company. So the toilet cleaner that you saw me using earlier was from my dad's company, but what I'm using to clean the shower now is BAM, which is just like a bleach gel, and I really find that it works best. I also decided to clean the outside of the shower today because I don't think I've ever done that, and I noticed that a lot of the stains that I was trying to get off when I was cleaning the inside of the shower were actually on the outside of the shower, so I went ahead and just cleaned the outside of the shower too. And I'm also washing all the towels and the bath mat from the bathroom as well. I'm just popping everything up onto the toilet so that I can vacuum and mop the bathroom as well. I'm going to vacuum and mop each room individually as well. This just makes sure that the whole room is clean from head to toe. The next room I'm going to try and tackle is the living room, and the only thing I'm not going to do within that list there is wash the windows and the blinds, because I'm trying to get everything done during Evie's nap and I don't have time to wash the windows and the blinds. But the living room is the space that tends to get the dirtiest, other than probably the kitchen. The floor, I feel like in the living room always has like crumbs and food, and I just feel like my feet are always getting dirty whenever I walk through the house. So it's been really nice to be able to vacuum and mop the floors individually. This seat is just like disgusting. I feel like it's really hard to keep that baby seat clean. That's Evie's seat. Clothes always end up all over the living room. I don't know how, and it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And the tiny little toy corner that you see over there also gets very cluttered. The cushions also always end up on the floor, and that is thanks to Evie. The dining table does end up being kind of like a dumping area for just things that we haven't had time to put away throughout the day. And this is the first time, I know this is gross, but this is the first time I've ever taken that runner off the table and like shaken it out and cleaned it off. I know that's really gross, but I've kind of just cleaned and wiped around the runner in the past. But today, because I'm doing a bit more of a deep clean, I thought that I'd take it off and shake it onto the table and then like wipe the crumbs onto the floor, because I will be cleaning them in a second here. I also don't very often put the seats up on the table. I usually vacuum kind of around the table, and under the table gets really, really gross. But today, like I said, I'm doing a bit more of a deeper clean. The coffee table always ends up with crumbs because this is where the kids eat during the day when they're just having some snacks at the coffee table, because we try and tell them not to eat on the couch wherever we can. So as you can see, I'm vacuuming under the table for the first time. It's so shameful. Probably in like 2 or 3 months I haven't vacuumed under the table. It's really gross, I know, but I just don't have time to be moving the chairs away every single time I'm vacuuming. This living space here obviously ends up with a bit more fur than the rest of the house because we have the kitty, what's that little climbing cat thing? I don't know, like the little play center that the cat lives in, and then also the dog cage. So I'm vacuuming and mopping this room individually, and it was really nice to get this room clean, let me tell you. Okay, the next room that I'm going to tackle is the kitchen, and the only thing I'm not doing on this list is wipe down the fridge and the freezer, only because I only did it the other day. These bin bags are terrible, you can see holes in it, and sometimes when I carry the bin outside, there's like garbage juice that just like drips along the floor. They're so bad, don't recommend them. But it was bin day today, so I wanted to empty it out so that it can be collected tomorrow. These bin bags are just the ones from Coles. I think they're just like Coles brand actually, but honestly I don't recommend them. We usually get the purple ones, but they only had the yellow ones in stock. Our kitchen is always dirty. I'm not going to pretend that I'm this perfect Instagram mother who always has her shiz together, because I'm not. My kitchen is always full of crumbs, and I just can't keep on top of it no matter how hard I try. I have 4 kids, you know, I'm a busy mom. I'm trying to juggle everything at once, so don't judge me, but I'm just going to try and catch up here now that Evie's asleep. And this isn't an unusual mess. Like, this general mess around my sink here is pretty much a daily occurrence, multiple times a day. And I will get to it when I can, and obviously you have to work around kids when you're a mum or a parent. I'm sure you guys understand. But unpacking the dishwasher is probably one of my least favorite. I have a lot of least favorite tasks, to be honest with you, but unpacking the dishwasher is one that I do not enjoy. I don't mind packing it because that's, you know, getting towards the end of cleaning the kitchen, but unpacking it is just so unpleasant to me, because I think the main factor in unpacking the dishwasher is because a lot of our cupboards are like child-proof. We have a lot of child locks on our cupboards. It is so inconvenient having to undo them, especially when Evie's around. As soon as she sees a child locked cupboard that's the child lock is not on there, she is all over it. I swear she can smell it. So it's just so inconvenient. She's like in there pulling out the blades and things that she shouldn't have because the lock's not on there. So it just makes it a little bit harder to clean when she's awake. So I just avoid doing it when she's awake, to be honest with you. As soon as she's down, that's when I can get these types of things done. I don't move the things off the shelf and clean the bench as much as I should. I do wipe the bench every day, but moving the things away from the bench, like the knife block and the fruit basket, I don't do that every day. And here I move the toaster and things like that. I really should do this more often than I do. I probably do it like once every 2 or 3 months, which I know is really gross. And as you can see here, there's some crumbs have accumulated because I don't do it often enough. I know it's really bad, but I'm struggling to find time, but hopefully implementing this cleaning schedule weekly, daily will help. Some random Nurofen like syringe has ended up on, who knows how long that thing's been there for, guys, like who knows. But hopefully implementing this cleaning schedule will help me stay on top of things a little bit more, so I don't feel the pressure to be cleaning the whole house every day. It's just one room a day, and I feel like that's a really good thing to try and implement in my life. But obviously I haven't done that the last week, so I'm trying to tackle the whole list in one day during Evie's nap. And I do get the majority, actually I think I get all of it done, so hats off to me. Like tap on the back or like pat on the back to me. Also cleaning the sink here, I really hate cleaning the sink. I think it's probably my most hated task is cleaning out the food hole of the sink. You know how like food accumulates in that little hole and there's like wet pasta and just like gross food? Not pleasant. Hate cleaning it. Also don't clean the microwave as often as I probably should. I think I do this, no, I'm not, it's so shameful. I think I do this like once a year. I know it's so gross, guys, don't come after me. But I hate cleaning out the microwave, and I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Like I'm just spraying some disinfectant wipe on a paper towel and like cleaning it out. As you can see, the glass like circle tray thing is actually really dirty. It's probably not as dirty as you would expect after a year, because I give it like the occasional wipe if something has spilt on it, but it is pretty gross. Yeah, don't come after me. But it felt so good to get it clean after so long of not cleaning it. It actually felt really good to see it all shiny. And I just pop it back in there, and it does make me feel a little bit better knowing that the microwave is not so festy and gross. Guys, it was so bad. I also never ever clean. This is bad as well. I think this is the first time I've ever cleaned these cupboards since I've moved in. It's something you should probably do every time you clean your kitchen, but I don't, and food spills on it, and there's like, it's bad. I'm not going to pretend that I'm perfect, because I'm not. The oven also, I've never cleaned since moving in, and I really want to pay someone to do that, because I hate cleaning the oven. I hate the products that you need to get a good clean with the oven. So I really need to pay someone to like come in and clean it for me, or maybe try and get Luke to do it, because yeah, I'm not good with the oven. Plus I knew I didn't have time today. I knew I was getting close to the point where Evie was probably going to wake up from her nap soon. So I was trying to rush a little bit at this point, although I did manage to get one more room cleaned. I'm just popping the tables down now because the living room floors had dried. I turned the fans on so that they dry nice and quickly. And so I vacuumed and mopped the kitchen, and now I'm going to let that dry while I tackle another room. The next room I'm going to tackle is the bedroom. It's just our bedroom. All of the other bedrooms are upstairs, and Evie is asleep. So the main time that I get my cleaning done is obviously when the baby's asleep. And I don't want to risk waking her up, so I don't even touch upstairs in this video. It's all just downstairs, and as you can see, our room gets quite cluttered. We do have our airer in the bedroom at the moment. We usually have it in the garage to dry our clothes overnight, but as the weather's a bit colder, they're not drying overnight, so I'm putting them in the bedroom directly underneath our fan so that they are actually drying overnight. It does feel a little bit more cluttered, but just to get all of the clean clothes done, I do need to put them in the bedroom. I probably could put them in the living room actually, underneath a fan in there, but for some reason I have been putting them in the bedroom. I'm just now realizing I should probably put that error in the living room. I'm going to clean the sheets. I'm going to change the sheets here. I love fresh sheets. It's probably one of my favorite things in the world, is to just like have fresh sheets on the bed. However, my least favorite thing in the world is probably changing the sheets. I know I've said that about like 3 of the things that I've cleaned in this video, but I really hate changing the sheets. I hate all of the things that I don't like cleaning for separate reasons. The reason I don't like changing the sheets is because it's tiring. I feel like I've ran a marathon after I've changed the sheets, because I don't know, putting the doona cover in, I just feel like I'm about to die of dehydration after I put them in every single time. Maybe I'm really unfit, I don't know. And I feel like I do it a pretty good way by turning the doona cover inside out and then grabbing the corner of the doona, but no matter how many times I do it, I just feel like I'm exhausted by the end of it. That pillow there, you can probably see, is really, really gross. That pillow isn't used by anyone. It's just a show pillow. Luke takes his pillow with him when he's at work, and that pillow I just put the cover on there is mine that I sleep on. The really gross one with the big stain on it doesn't get used. It's just to fill the bed out when Luke's not there, because he takes his pillow with him, and it really annoys me not having an even pillow distribution when he's gone. This is my weighted blanket that I just recently got, and I really, really love it. It's a single one, I think, and I just use it for myself because Luke's a hot sleeper, so I just keep that on my side. While I'm sleeping, I just put it on me. And I'm just going to wipe down the bedside tables. For some reason, my bedside tables collects so much dust. Are my bedside tables the only bedside tables that do this? Like, I feel like within a few days, it's got dust all over them. And it really annoys me, and I don't clean them as often as I should. They get really gross before I'm like, well, I should really clean that. It's really bad. But hopefully with this new cleaning schedule, it should help that a little bit. This dresser also becomes a dumping ground for things that I'm like, I just couldn't be bothered to put away. And I started running out of memory on my card here, so I was rushing, trying to get the bedroom, mopped and swept. So here's the finished product. It is not perfect by any means. Don't come after me for any of my cleaning skills. I know that half of it was probably wrong, but it feels really nice to have my house nice and clean. I think that this cleaning schedule is going to really help me if I can stick to it throughout the week so that I don't have to do a huge clean like this while Evie's sleeping. But it is nice to have my whole house clean all together. It very, very rarely happens. Well, I guess technically half my house, considering I didn't touch upstairs. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to make this outro really quick because I have like a minute left on my memory card. I am going to do the halls and the stairways, but Evie's about to wake up, and also I'm about to run out of space on my memory card, so I can't film it. But I really hope that this motivated you to get cleaning today, because I know that I'm guilty of kind of leaving it to the last minute. Don't forget to subscribe below if you want to follow our journey, and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!